Welcome back. If you're concerned about keeping your job, you are not alone. Job loss anxiety is rising for some in the American workforce. This is according to a new survey out this morning from Bankrate. 27% of workers are more worried about the security of their job now than they were back in January. But one generation is more concerned than the rest. Bankrate senior economic analyst Mark Hamrick is here to talk about which generation and why that is. Good morning, Mark. So why are more people worried now than in January?
I'm sure various individuals here all have their own unique reasons, at least to some degree, for feeling more anxious. But it is interesting in the sense that this anxiousness prevails more predominantly among millennials, as well as those who are making under $50,000. We also see a political sort of bent to it, where this concern about job security rising has become more so for Republicans, or rather, I should say, for Democrats than Republicans, and more so for independents than Republicans. When we think back about where the job market was a couple of years ago, it was widely described as red hot when we saw the nation's unemployment rate in the mid 3% range, historically low. And in a way, that was a suboptimal situation in the sense it was also associated with high inflation. And so what we've seen since then is that the job market is normalized. It hasn't fallen out of bed, but job search times are taking longer, and obviously people are feeling less secure about where they are with their jobs.
That generational divide is interesting to me. Why is it that my generation, I guess I'm a geriatric millennial, why are we more concerned about job security now? I guess that's people from early 30s to mid to late 40s.
Well, we live in, I don't have to tell anybody this, but it bears underscoring, and that is we live in highly volatile, dynamic times. And the pacts that existed to some degree between employers and employees decades ago have largely ceased to exist. That was somewhat associated with unionization, where that was a more prevalent factor in our society. It wasn't that unusual for people to spend many years with one employer. And of course, that has gone by the wayside. And so you really are sort of out there to fend for yourself. And younger workers, both members of Generation Z as well as millennials, are those, fortunately, in the best position to improve their lot. That's the good news. And perhaps seize upon opportunities in this innovative, dynamic workforce. And so I don't want to be, let's say, discouraging people in the current environment. I think there's tremendous opportunity out there, but perhaps we just need to level set our expectations to think about the fact that this isn't the job market of a few years ago.
Right.
And we're still at a 4.1% unemployment rate.
Well, Mark, folks are getting ready to head out to their jobs that they might be concerned about right now. So in our last couple seconds, what can people do to kind of give them some hope?
Make sure your skills are where they need to be, not only for today, but for tomorrow. Make sure your networks are activated on a place like LinkedIn in the virtual world, and maintain your contacts, not only when you absolutely need help to find a job, but maintain those contacts while you're still employed. And then it's easier to make a transition.
Yeah, that social network, your friends, people you know, is golden for life. Mark Hamrick, thanks so much. I'll be reaching out to you soon.